models at? Where's the adults? That's the question we all trying to figure out.
Don't do that. Don't fucking blow this shit up. What just happened here was a fucking miracle.
Does anyone see that? No. Does anyone care about that? No. All they see is an aggressive black girl talking.
How's everybody doing out there this afternoon? Do remember to hit the like button as you make your way into the show. Please like, share, and subscribe. All of the things. Do all the things. Help us fight the shadow ban. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. But yeah, we are fighting the shadow ban, so please help a brother out. Get the message out there. Send this video to a friend, to a loved one, to somebody who just needs to be entertained for the moment. So we are going to talk about Nicki Minaj and her MAGA Minaj. That's what I'm calling it. Nicki's MAGA Minaj, y'all. So apparently she went on to this young lady, Katie Miller's podcast, and she addressed questions about her love of the MAGA movement and why she would do such things. And we're going to talk about a couple of other things too as well before we even get into it. But guys, hit that like button. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate each and every one of my loyal supporters. We are like a private club over here. Secret society vibes and all that. Let's get down to business, y'all.
Message, make America Islam again. Like, what does that title mean to you?
I mean, follow whatever Trump applying.
Follow whatever Trump applying.
Yeah.
What in what way? Like,
in every way.
Well, you know, Trump pardoned you, got you off house arrest.
I don't know nothing about that.
What you mean? Did you ever speak to him about, like, did you ever have a...
Nothing about that.
Right.
So this is rapper NBA Youngboy. Is that right? This is NBA Young. I don't know these kids' names. Like, forgive me. All of these rappers are all the same little nigga to me. I'm getting into my old nigga era, but all these little niggas are the same little nigga to me. Right? Some of them are bigger, some of them are taller, some of them are fatter, some of them are skinnier, but you are all the same little nigga to me at this point. So forgive me if I get the names mixed up. But yeah, that's NBA. Look, I'm about to mix them up. Lil NBA Youngboy. No, that's NBA Youngboy.
Message, make America Islam again. Like, what does that title mean to you?
I mean, follow whatever Trump applying.
Follow whatever Trump applying.
Yeah.
What in what way? Like,
in every way.
Well, you know, Trump pardoned you, got you off house arrest.
I don't know nothing about that.
What you mean?
That's right, Slime. I don't know nothing about that. That's what happened? Oh, that's how nigga got out? I don't know. I like that hat, though. I need that hat. I do need that hat. I ain't gonna stunt. I do. I like those style of hats, man. That's the hat you gotta wear when it's like negative degrees outside. Anything below 20, anything in the 20s and below, that's the hat for me right there. All that other shit look crazy, though.
Did you ever speak to him about, like, did you ever have a...
Nothing about that.
Right. Okay. But the album's name, Make America Islam Again. The tour is named Make America Islam Again.
It was, the name was like, it just...
Make America Trump Again. Just go on with it. Just go on with it, man. Let's just rip the scab off, man. Like, black politics right now has a problem. And I think tomorrow maybe I'll get around to doing a show about the current black political drama, because y'all niggas look crazy right now. But black politics has a problem in that the young, the youth, the street, the urban culture is at the very least torn over Trump. Whereas, like, a lot of the more authentic, unsupported voices, like the voices that are not totally Hollywood locked in, they are very much pro-Trump. Let me just break it down for you right now. Like, Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z have a beef that's, a couple of years running. It just got revealed that Jay-Z is on the Epstein list. And little things like that are kind of just dividing the black community on the ground. And so the Democrats, as far as black people are concerned, have a political problem brewing on their hands right now, where the young folk, they're just not really going along with the get along anymore.
Right. Okay. But the album's name, Make America Islam Again. The tour is named Make America Islam Again.
It was the name was like, it's just to enforce whatever Trump applying. That's it.
Have you ever met Trump?
Why do you keep that?
Because you got me thinking right now. Why be like? Okay, all right, fair. But we at Slime Cry now.
So yeah, apparently, Lil Baby came out recently expressing, his album title is Make America Slime Again, an obvious play off of Make America Great Again. And by extension, he is giving some support to the Trump movement. And this is just low-key the problem that's really working itself out right now. A lot of people are just not really feeling the left wing. And many people still are. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people are still feeling the Trump movement. But as I said, it is tearing apart what was once a rock-solid Democrat voting bloc. The base right now is torn. Black folk, these niggas don't know which way to go.
Thank you.
With Trump or no?
With Trump? Now? Hell yeah.
Oh, man.
What made you fuck with him?
Trump is a gangster.
Okay.
He like Kodak.
Yeah.
And Lil back in though. What the?
Lil Wayne.
Nah, he ain't back in. Kodak ain't home, man. He good. Oh. A lot of this don't be, man. It's just media. Media now, it just make, media make an amp.
And that's real talk, though. Trump did pardon a lot of black folk that he didn't really have to. There wasn't a lot of big political cachet to be gained. But I'm low-key starting to think that Trump genuinely likes that a lot of these rappers like him. And so he's just, spreading some of the love back.
Look like a fucking dinosaur.
That's true.
You see, did you see when we had Trump on this? We had Trump on this.
Yeah, see, y'all don't see, so y'all got something going on.
It got taken down.
It got deleted in 12 hours.
Fast.
Why they do that? Because he's a gangster.
He is. Thank you.
With Trump or no?
But yeah, a lot of these rappers, I mean, it kind of puts your career in question if you come out as a rapper or as a black actor or anybody related to Hollywood. If you come out and you supporting the Republicans is a little bit dangerous enough, but Trump is like public enemy number one as far as the left wing and the liberal establishment is concerned. And Hollywood being a part of that left wing liberal establishment, they really going to try to ruin your career if you come out and say the wrong things or whatever, which kind of is ironic because, it was Hollywood people who told us that bullying and all that shit was bad. And then the minute you stop bullying, you start getting bullied by gays and queers and whatnot. And Hollywood's totally okay with that. But, anyway.
And the way that YoungBoy got his ass on an interview with his slow ass, and I love YoungBoy, but he got me messed up. So yes, he's slow. I'm not supporting anymore. Like you did what you had to do, YoungBoy. I really do appreciate you for making my teen years fun in my 20s, but I'm done. This was my last straw with these black celebrities. I'm done with y'all. Y'all are some fucking sellouts. Some sellouts. Y'all will do anything for the white man's money. Anything for some change. All good money ain't good money. Y'all will do anything. Y'all will literally harm the community. Put yourself first. I don't know why we even support these people, y'all, anymore. They don't give a fuck about us. I don't know why we are putting money in their pockets. This nigga went on a fucking platform telling, I know most of the majority of the audience, like they know who to fucking target, bro. Majority of the audience is young black men. You're telling young black men to apply Trump's ideologies and shit. What?
What would be wrong with that? Like, I would need you to go like bullet point by bullet point and explain to me why that would be wrong. Like, Trump is a billionaire, I guess you could say. Trump is, the leader of the free world. At least half of the country loves him. You know what I mean? How many niggas aren't loved by that many people? He's clearly done some things right.
What the fuck, bro? This shit is sad. This shit is sad, bro. I don't even know why I even continue to even listen to these rappers anymore. Y'all are all some fucking sellouts. Y'all are coons. Just some coons. We don't need to put, y'all, I'm so serious. We don't need to put money in these people's pockets anymore. These black people who constantly let us down and let us know they are not for us. They are for the white people. They don't care about us. They do not. And I'm not going to lie, watching that video of young boy being slow as hell, you're 26, you're literally my age, being slow as fuck on drugs. Like, these are not even the people we need to even be following anymore. Shit, your ass even look drugged out on the damn interview, and then you telling people to fucking listen to Trump. Are you serious? Nicki Minaj already canceled in my book. I'm ready. I'm done with all these black celebrities because y'all show us every day y'all don't care about us. Y'all are some sellouts. Stop putting money in these people's pockets. They need to learn some shit. They need to learn lessons. Young boy, you were better off just being on house arrest, man. You didn't have to do that shit. Now look at your ass. You about to lose some fucking fans, and I'm one of them.
They're so mad right now. They are so mad. And that was NBA Youngboy. They all mad at NBA Youngboy for whatever reason. But then there's Nikki. It's like Nikki was not supposed to betray them. Now, Nikki is going to bring a lot of her fan base along with her to MAGA, which means a lot of her fan base is going to just be on the right wing in one way or another. And again, this is problematic for the Democratic machine. You can't have too many of the Negroes going right wing.
Yeah, so Nikki is talking. Nikki is talking, and I'm so here for it. I have not been on X. I've been so busy this week, but check this out.
So it all started with this post. What are you doing? 1 million views. Then she posted true or false, responding to a post of Jay-Z allegations, 2 million views. Then, are y'all understanding that these people have been sacrificing children as a way of gaining and maintaining power? If you ever vote Democrat again, you're just as soulless as they are and will perish. Maybe it's time for me to do some story time, since I was trying not to say what I know, yet they continue to attempt bullying. Also, I won't be releasing an album until my contract is renegotiated, and until I tell you about all the sabotage this Rico is finding out about Billboard, 17 million views. Your favorite artist has been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and unalive them as a form of a blood unalive to their god. You see, when your master is Satan, you must constantly shed blood. However, the jig is up, 13 million views. Should I do a daily story time about who's been doing what? 1 million views. They sabotaged my documentary because I spoke about the abuse that I suffered. They've been trying to stall all my projects in hopes I'd lose a bunch of money and beg them for help. Their leaders still think it's a joke. The destruction that's about to come down on them isn't funny. I told y'all to leave me alone. Now you'll understand why you should have just sat there and taken your meds. 2 million views. Imagine if a 30-year-old rapper was out here with a 16-year-old in this day and age. How y'all would have had his head on a platter. The guy was hugging and aging on teens in broad daylight. Next, I'll get on the owner of the Shade Room and more. 6 million views. Maybe I should discuss the brainwashing techniques they use. 2 million views. What in the F? 6 million views. 2 million views. 1 million views. Isn't it obvious? 2 million views. This picture of Jay-Z and his alleged son, 3 million views. They are flying in immigrants to vote because they renege on all the promises they made to African Americans and can no longer get the African American vote by default. They are causing distractions in the streets to distract from the billions they stole from taxpayers. 5 million views. Any Christian who votes Democrat again is a fool. They are showing people that it's okay to disrupt a church during worship. This is how they truly feel about you. The veil is lifted, no morals, no integrity. It's not enough for them to have an opinion. They have escalated to physical intrusion of places of worship. The demon inside of them are so bothered all the time. 4 million views. The LGBT has also started seeing through the veil and it has them pissed off. Why are they getting the gay vote by default? They moved on from the gay vote to flying in people to vote for them. No loyalty to anyone. The gay community should be able to choose every 4 years like everyone else after the Democrats campaign to win your vote. They should not just get your vote. Wake up. 5 million views. Everyone knows Chrissy Teigen has had a DIK, allegedly. 4 million views. What sensible forward-thinking cutting-edge leading nation is having a debate on whether or not there should be voter ID? Like, they're actually fighting not to have people present ID while voting for your leaders. Do you get it? Do you get it now? 32 million views. Fat Lizzo lost 300 pounds just to sell 300 albums. Now she has loose skin and a flop album and a weird charge. Sheesh. 5 million views. LMFAO, 4 million views. George Clinton, Citro Stankin, A down. 4 million views. I mean, Porta Potty, or whatever the F your name is. She is talking about Don Lemon. 3 million views. 3 million views. As they do the ritual tonight, God Almighty will reveal himself to them. The ritual will backfire on them. God will not be mocked. Blessed is the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. And
whoever's supporting Trump, of course, I'm cool with it. But the fact that
Now, right off the bat, he was reading a lot of Nikki's most recent post where she's getting a lot of views, obviously, well, she does that anyway, but that's the point. She's bringing a lot of her audience into the light, so to speak. Shout out to True Hype with the $2 super chat. You think she wonders why they call her big? Hey, man. Shout out to Nicki Minaj and all the people that are leaving the right wing. I'm sorry, leaving the left wing. And shout out to Jay-Z for being on the Epstein list. You know, that's what Nikki was talking about. Is that why Nikki kept being all cryptic about Jay-Z?
I'm done. I'm done with life. And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
Huh, interesting.
She is pissed off enough to expose what's been going on. And here's the thing, we already know these people are disgusting. Like, we know that they deal with, sacrifices and animals. They, eat poop. It's just so many stories that I've heard over the years that these people do, because this is what they do. It's the demonic spirits in them that demands this type of worship. It demands this type of activity. They have to do this. This is how they feed. They feed on that energy. It's on top of everything that Candace exposed on her show yesterday, because I did not do a recap. I would like to say a lot of people already knew this, but it can't be true, because the people that support, like...
I'm going to make a prediction. One of the biggest podcast events in 2026 will be the inevitable Candace Owens, Nicki Minaj sit down. I don't know why Nicki didn't talk to Candace right away. Maybe Candace was busy. Maybe the Republicans told her, you better go talk to this Katie Miller girl. She's safe. I don't know. But I feel a Nicki Minaj, Candace Owens podcast coming, and it'll be the biggest thing of 2026, y'all.
Beyonce and all these big stars, and they're just oohing and on. The spell still works. It still works, because these people are still followed. They're still glorified. They're still worshiped by lay people that love them so much. And I'm like, what do you think it's going to take to reach that level of power in this world? For them to hand you over the world on a silver platter, you have to sell your soul. That is the requirement. That is what they do. And so I'm just glad that, Candace is exposing all of this. But girl, them Nikki tweets, I'm so proud of Nikki, and I'm so proud that she's also using in the name of Jesus as well. You got to be covered in the blood of Jesus. Now, she's still in a bunch of sin because, with the music and stuff that she does. But I'm just saying, if she's going to be the mouthpiece for God to expose the corruption, she does need to be protected. So we will be praying for Nikki, because we love Nikki. You know what I'm saying? God will use whoever he wants. It's not for us to be like, oh, she ain't, or here come the Christians. God can use her to expose evil, just like God is using Candace. But they better watch out, because Nikki is talking about the blood of Jesus, and she may get sanctified during this whole thing. All of the Black people that don't like her, or all of the liberals that don't like her because she's supporting Trump. And
yeah, even with Nicki Minaj kind of calling out a lot of this Hollywood wickedness and then standing on the name of Jesus, it is kind of making the Black church look a little interesting right now. Like, how is the Black church so heavily aligned with the Democrat Party and also covered in the blood of Jesus, right? I don't think you can do both things.
And she may get sanctified during this whole thing. All of the Black people that don't like her, or all of the liberals that don't like her because she's supporting Trump. And so what? Who else? Who y'all want to support? Y'all want to support Kamala? I saw somebody somebody left a picture of Kamala, like, what's this about? Because Kamala's a goofy goober. That's why she be doing her hands. She be flailing about when she be talking. Y'all support.
I heard Kamala's about to run again, too. Kamala for president, y'all. It's happening again.
For Kamala, and she stood for nothing. And if her and Tim would have gotten office, y'all would continue to be robbed blind. None of the truth that's being revealed would have got out if Trump did not get in office. I applaud Nikki.
Like I said, Nicki Minaj is kind of low-key shaking up the Black world. And she's bringing along a lot of the hate that comes along with this kind of thing.
Nicki Minaj is talking about why she chose to get into politics and why she chose to back Donald Trump.
You've been recently very vocal about politics and social issues. Was there a specific moment that flipped the switch for you?
So the last thing that really did it was me seeing this recent campaign and knowing that I could help, because the things that I was saying, it was happening. Like I was saying, oh, this is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, or and the things I was saying were coming to fruition. And so it made me think, oh, this is easy. I mean, if it's this easy, then maybe I should do it. And then there was something that happened a few months ago that if I wasn't going to do it before.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
She's saying that there was something that happened in her life that pushed her into being the new face of the Trump administration.
Oh,
yes.
I see. I don't have an issue with her being into politics, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with her position. I don't have to agree with the things that she says. She's entitled to, to ride with whoever she wants to ride with. But I don't have to agree with it.
Listen, if you don't do politics, politics will do you. Okay, so everybody should be in politics in some way, shape, or form, but elections have consequences. So when you support something, please remember you are directly responsible for, whatever.
Now, notice these people are going to do a lot of, they're going to use a lot of words and say almost nothing other than I don't like her. I don't like it. 1,000 words just to say, I don't like it.
For everything that person does.
Well, Nicki Minaj says that she got in, speaking of that person, Trump, she says she got into it because she felt like she was watching him get bullied and she could identify with that.
When I saw how he was being treated over and over and over, I just couldn't handle it. I felt that, a lot of that bullying and the smear campaigns and all of the lying, I felt that had been done to me for so many years. And I was watching it in real time happen to someone else. And I didn't think he deserved it.
Well, that's not a good reason because he may not be getting bullied. He may be getting what he deserves, right? There may be something there. And you should investigate that before you just jump out there and say this person is being bullied because the criticism this person is receiving,
maybe you should investigate the other side of the story, though. Investigations go both ways, bro. Why is it that we only have to automatically believe all Democrats? And you know what? That's low-key what Believe All Women was a stand-in for. Believe All Women was low-key a stand-in for Believe All Democrats. Why should we automatically believe the Democrat view of anything? I mean, not for nothing, but the Democrats believe that men can be women. I think after that, we have the right to question them offhand about anything. Once people look you in your eye and say that some men can get pregnant, some of these niggas can have babies and all that, you have the right to question anything else they say at that point. I think it's only fair. It's appropriate. Shout out to St. Nick's with the 5-ball. Calling rappers sellouts to white men while chasing the same white men these rappers sold themselves out to. Make it make sense, y'all. That's why we're here. We're trying to make it make sense, man, because none of this shit equivalate for real.
How do it equivalate?
None of these things equivalate properly. We're trying to make it make sense, y'all. Hit that like button for me.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all I would do. Give me the money.
Be valid.
And I was going to say that.
And in this case, it is.
I was wondering if she's actually getting accurate information, if she's understanding the information. Is she getting the right information to say what she's saying or to ride with who she's riding with? If she's getting the proper information, or is it just things that she's reading online?
Man, there's so many other people that she could have endorsed who getting bullied out here or just help or support.
Politicians get bullied.
That's
like
that's
a part of it.
That's a part of it.
And they are bullies.
And if you're not doing what the American people want you to do, you will get criticism for that.
Yeah.
Yes. And if you're committing crimes and if you're being corrupt, you will get criticism for that, and you should be prosecuted for that. So you can't call things like that bullying.
The chat is saying because Kamala called on Cardi B and Megan and not her. So that's.
I hope that is not the life issue that pushed her to where she is right now, because that is.
Well, we don't.
Why do the Democrats get to own rap though? Isn't that a problem in and of itself? Like, why does rap have to be owned by one side? Why does rap have to be just a thing for one half of politics? Which is another kind of stand-in for the ownership of Black people in general, right? This is what it all boils down to. Who gets to own the Negro? I know you don't like to hear about it like that, but that's the reality of it. You niggas hate that, but that's the truth.
Oh man, hate.
That's the question people hate to contend with, right? Who gets to own the Negro? Should it be the left wing or should it be the right wing? Why do the Democrats get to own all the Negroes? This is just like the Civil War all over again. Why are you hoarding all the Negroes? Can the right wing have a couple of Negroes? Why you niggas get to own all the Negroes?
No, we don't know. They probably did reach out and she declined. I mean, we don't know who reached out to her or not.
It's Lauren LaRosa telling you to beware of the dog. That's right, Top Dog Law.
Shut up, bitch. Nobody care about your commercials. And you know what? For absolutely no reason at all, while I ponder this question of why do the Democrats get to own the Negroes, I'm going to play this short clip of Jay-Z sitting next to Harvey Weinstein. Who are these people he's surrounding himself with? Who really does own the Negro? I mean, politically, right? I'm talking about politics or Roblox or some shit, whatever the hell you're supposed to say at that moment. I mean, politically, though, who gets to own the Negro?
You're the only one who ever yelled at me and got away with it. And I take it any time from you. I want to see him get it, too.
Look at them chumming it up with one of the Captain Negroes. Look at Big Jay-Z, captain of the Negro team. I wonder who gets to own the Negro. That's what it really all boils down to, right? That's what all of this, I hate Nicki Minaj, Kanye is crazy, don't listen to Lil NBA young boy babies. Like that's what it all boils down to with all these rappers and all these Hollywood types and all that. The Democrats have sole ownership rights over the Negro, and you guys are messing that up. And they don't really care for that kind of thing.
Nikki goes on stage with Charlie Kirk's widow.
I didn't love it.
Why?
Did you love it?
You know what, Joe? I'm gonna be honest. To keep my sanity and to keep my calm, I really try to stay out of this because I see what's going on, and all it does is make me more and more upset. And when people first started getting behind President Trump, I lost some friends. But I started to think about it. I was like, it's their opinion. If that's how they feel, I'm ruining friendships and relationships so I let them have. That's their choice.
I understand.
But it took some growth on my part because I see, and I think I'm looking at you. You like, man, did you hear some of the things that man said about women that's like you, and you sitting up there with his.
Did he talk about all black women, or did he just talk about a couple of crazy looking black women? I think the difference matters, because are you implying that we could never ever criticize black women for any reason whatsoever? If that's the bar, you got to tell me right now that's the bar. I didn't realize that was the bar. I don't want to have to live with that type of thing. Like, I just can't live like that.
But I want to address this simping allegation. Do I simp for black women? Yes. I love black women. I don't like y'all niggas. This is an easy decision to make. Sorry.
It's the role that I believe Turning Point to play in the rewriting of history or revisionist history when they visit these schools and have all of this money just basically being pumped into.
Listening to Joe Budden talk about politics reminds me of that Ja Rule joke. Who was it? Dave Chappelle. I think he's the one who kicked it off. And he was like, this is a crazy moment. So many horrible things are happening in the world right now. Everybody's just so confused, and we need some hope, and we need a little bit of guidance. And you know who we really need to hear from right now in these times of political trouble and social turmoil? You know who would make this all better right now? Joe fucking Budden. That's who we need to hear from right now. Joe Budden, would you please give us some deep, powerful, guiding words through these moments of political strife and turmoil?
just basically being pumped into a certain belief system. I won't take us there and speak to what I believe that belief system to be.
Okay.
But it's a mess. It's deeper than political views. I'm not political at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not political at all. You want a Republican, I'm not,
Right.
That's not my bag. But the way people go about certain things, when you see what happened to Renee Nicole Good.
Yeah.
And
oh my God. All these pro-blackity black rappers, they feel so heartbroken because this innocent white woman met the hands of the law.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
Make it stop. Make the hurt stop, please. Like,
so fake, man.
Minneapolis, when you see the way that these quote unquote ICE agents are behaving, when you hear how the president responds to that incident, when you hear how he responded to the Reiner murders, there's a tone that I don't think is hidden, and they're hiding these white nationalist views behind.
Everyone remembers the online orgy of celebration after Charlie Kirk was killed publicly, live on air. His killing was live streamed because he was doing a public event, and everybody on all the left-wing people, especially the women, they were masturbating in their joy of his death.
And Christianity, it's in front of our faces. So and a lot of money over there.
Yes.
It's a lot of money over there. So
how much money did Kamala pay Meg Thee Stallion to show up at her campaign rally? And all she did was say a couple of words and twerk. I mean, Meg Thee Stallion got paid like a stripper, basically. Kamala Harris hired, I mean, literally, Meg probably did strip at one point in her life, so it wouldn't totally be unfair for me to make the observation that as a political presidential candidate, Kamala Harris dropped like $2 million on a stripper bitch. And she came out and twerked. It's not even like she gave a deep political speech. At least Nicki Minaj gave a speech, and she's actually talking about issues and ideas. She's embracing politics the political way. Meg Thee Stallion got paid like a stripper and then came out on stage to twerk. That's why it was some stripper shit. Kamala Harris bought a stripper on stage for her political campaign, and this nigga gonna talk about, well, I think there's also a lot of money to be made on that side of the political spectrum. Why you sound like Forrest Gump when you talk? You don't rap like Forrest Gump. Why do you talk like Forrest Gump? What's going on with Joe Budden? This nigga popped a perk.
These white nationalist views behind Christianity, it's in front of our faces. So and a lot of money over there.
Yes.
It's a lot of money over there. So she won't be the first or the last. Like, there will be plenty more celebrity,
for sure,
to take that check. Listen, when you on that side, they rocking.
Yeah,
they rocking. So tempting for people, I know, but my views and just how I was raised.
Your whole career depends upon you staying in line on the left wing. Like the hypocrisy of it all. Like, you niggas don't get money to endorse transgenderism and all. You know what? It's actually worse. If you think about it, his charge is that the right wing will pay you to endorse particular ideas, right? Whether or not you actually believe, right? That's his charge. But when you really look at the grand scheme of it, the left wing won't necessarily pay you. They'll just bully you into doing what you're supposed to do. Because instead of getting a check for doing the right thing, they'll make sure you go broke if you don't do the quote wrong thing, which is the right thing for them. You know, it's wrong for you, but it's right for them. And if you don't do it, you're just going to have to go broke. And that's really, really, really what's going on here. Which low key, you know, this is another issue behind the whole Nicki Minaj turning her back on the music industry business. Like, let me play another clip for you guys.
Well, y'all, Nicki Minaj is back on X, and she's coming for Jay-Z. So in a series of tweets, Nicki Minaj is claiming that Jay-Z owes her 100 to 200 million so far. She says, she tweeted, Jay-Z, call me to settle the karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5 though. Let's get it. N-word. And anyone still calling him whole will answer to God for the blasphemy. And she is referring to, I believe.
You know, the fact that Jay-Z started calling himself Jehovah, which is another word for God in the Christian context of it all, it is a direct blasphemy when you think about it. And this is like the rap world subverting what was once a strongly Christian population into direct blasphemy. They call me Hova. Think about it.
Leave, because then she says more tweets. Originally when Jay-Z did the deal with Tidal, it was a partnership. You know, he gave artists some ownership, including J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna. And then when he sold the company back in 2021, Nicki Minaj had always said that she felt like she wasn't paid out what she should have been paid out. She was only offered $1 million at the time. So she went on with a bunch of other tweets as well too. She talked about, you know, once she gets the money from Jay-Z that he allegedly owes her, she's going to, you know, start a college fund for her fans. She is talking about, you know, being shadow banned and hated on online again. She says, if you get a mess.
Shout out to the shadow ban. Shout out to the shadow ban. Team Nikki knows, all right? Team Nikki knows what it's right to put some shit on the line for what you believe in. The shadow ban is real.
That should post hate or lies today on any platform. I advise you to say no. They won't cover your legal fees. Just today alone, we've added 5 blogs and 5 content creators. I hope you got a lot of money saved up. I hope it's worth losing everything, including your account, because Nicki Minaj has been on X saying that the blogs and online creators don't cover her and Jay-Z's back and forth the same way as they do everything else.
Well, it's not a back and forth.
It's definitely not a back and forth. I was about to, it's just been a forth.
And I also find that interesting because, you know, I see Nikki will amplify stories, and I'll be looking like, I'm like, this is a bogus ass source. It's just a random YouTube account, you know, some fake story. She was doing that yesterday.
Oh, she was doing a lot yesterday.
A fake story?
Well, she was
saying something about the lawsuit with Megan.
Oh no, not that. That's not the one I was talking about.
Oh, okay. It was a lot that she posted yesterday.
But Nikki been going in recently, and a lot of the blogs haven't been picking it up because I haven't been seeing it in a lot of places.
And that's how she feels. She feels like blogs and online platforms don't touch what she's saying, and they don't cover all of her words fully because it's Jay-Z and Roc Nation.
Well, I'll tell you this, I have no idea about their business, but if someone owed me $200 million, then I would be in court, not on X. And I guarantee you, if she ever took that to court, that would be a huge story.
Yeah, Tory Lanez tried to go to court. Tory Lanez tried to fight for his freedom in court. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, huh? But, you know, Tory Lanez did try the court thing anyway, but, you know, we all know how that worked out.
Yeah,
I agree.
Lauren would get the first details as soon as it hit the court.
I would be at court for that. But yeah, she also said that Jay-Z, she alleges he ruined hip hop, football, basketball, touring, Instagram, Twitter. She said the jig is up. All of this alleged and for entertainment purposes only. She wanted to make that clear. She's also saying that Jay-Z doesn't stand by Black people, or alleging that Jay-Z doesn't stand by Black people the way that he should, because he politically doesn't get out there the way that he should, because of different business partners that he's standing next to.
That's just not true.
Well, I mean, are you Black people's friend or are you Epstein's friend? Because Epstein don't really like the Blacks, from what I'm hearing, all right? Epstein was no fan of the blacks, but you know, that's politics, right?
I guess maybe that's why you don't pay certain things any attention, because when certain things you just know are like, all right, come on now.
I see what she did there, though.
But
The
I don't.
jig is up.
The jig is up.
The jig is up.
She said he's still in the top 5 though. Top 5.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't never. I don't think you can
Can't
never.
deny
She's Nikki is like a rapper
Right.
for real. She can't ever deny that. But there's a series of tweets. She also is asking, when did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? She says he benefited so much from the party. When President Obama gave that speech about the brothers, why didn't Jigga come out and strongly campaign for the Democratic Party at that time?
Jay-Z did campaign for Barack Obama crazy.
He did for Barack Obama.
He did a verse
Kamala,
on
but
my
he did for
president
Barack.
is black, but he definitely was out there for Barack.
But I think she's talking
And
about.
he was out there for Hillary Clinton.
But I think she's talking about when Kamala was running and Obama said that thing about black men. And she's saying, why didn't he come out as like the spokesperson for black men at that time? Remember when people were upset about Obama and the way that he came at black men and their support for Kamala Harris? She said that because, in her opinion, she did not come out for the brothers. We've been hoodwinked. And she says,
bamboozled.
Basically.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of tweets here, but in summation, she is still very upset at.
What is this all about, though? Like, what
You know what it's about? It's that unshakable feeling that I don't think you really love me. That's how a lot of black people are looking at the Democrats right now. And Nicki Minaj is like a great figurehead for that sentiment. I don't really think you love me. Shout out to True Hype with the 5-ball. Did Joe say anything about Obama's chef drowning in knee-deep water? Nope. You know why? Because that was black on black crime, nigga.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
Shout out to True Hype.
Give me the money. Give me the money for I would do. Give me the money.
That's what I asked earlier. So where did it come from?
Maybe I'm bugging. Where did this start from? Like, what happened?
Didn't it start a couple weeks ago with the music?
No,
And
this
then
started
she
a long
went on
time
live
ago.
with. No, I mean like just recently? Spiral, like
with the
when
music.
she went on live with Wayne,
being from
and
NO.
Yeah.
That was a part of it as well. She
And how
also
did Jay-Z ruin all these sports?
Oh my god!
Well, she felt like Lil Wayne. She feels like Lil Wayne should have been the performer at the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
That is funny as hell. Read that one again. We said Jay-Z.
She did a whole list.
She said, "Dear #Jay-Z, you ruined hip hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined Instagram, you ruined Twitter. The jig is up. All of this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only." And she also is saying,
Damn, Nikki. She threw the whole indictment at Hova right there, huh? This nigga Jay-Z ruined everything. Everything this nigga Jay-Z touched turned to shit.
Take control. Take control of your city.
she's mentioning Desiree, who is one of Jay-Z's.
You might as well say Jay-Z's the head of Doge. Jay-Z invaded Gaza. You might as well just come on, add some more to that, Nikki. Don't stop.
Jay-Z stole your Tooth Fairy money when you were 4 years old and you went to McDonald's that one time. Jay-Z stole your last French fry.
Yeah, she says there's a lot here, man.
Jay-Z's the reason for processed foods. Okay,
Oh
he's the
my
reason that there's
God.
artificial dyes in the candy. What else?
The jig is up, yo.
UFOs aren't real. That's just Jay-Z snatching people up and anally probing them.
I heard that though. I heard he was the reason for Essence Festival this weekend.
That was definitely whole.
That was whole.
That was 100% whole.
She gonna be tweeting about us, and I didn't even get to do my makeup this morning. She gonna post this. She gonna be mad at y'all.
She's already mad at us. She's already mad at us.
She is gonna be mad, but yeah, she says that Black people have been hoodwinked by Jay-Z, that he is not what we think that he is. But in summation, politically, sports wise and music wise.
I'm mad what Jay did to Essence though. Man. He shouldn't have did that to Essence, man. There's a bunch of black people.
I just think that when you criticize somebody for what
I heard Jay-Z told Rosa Parks to get on the back of the bus. That's what I heard. That whole thing was Jay-Z's fault.
But they are doing or haven't done for a community, whatever her argument is, you have to be doing equal or more. Because that would be my question, right?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm not doing anything,
What are
then
you
what
doing?
are you doing?
But this is coming from a personal place, though. This is this is a personal thing.
I just got just a simple question. If I'm not doing anything, even though I know I'm doing a whole lot, what are you doing?
Correct. But this is personal. This is
what is anybody doing? I mean, if the black community still need all this help, then none of you niggas solve the problem. I mean, I'm just saying, like, niggas been trying to save the community since before I got into this community. So, like, I don't understand who's done what. You bought some turkeys, you gave out some book bags. All right, I mean, ain't shit changed. Nice turkey though. But anyway, I want to jump over to Nicki Minaj and her conversation with Katie Miller. You don't often get a lot of really long form interviews like this out of different celebrities. This is a very new thing with the podcast era. Now you not only have to be good at your craft, you have to be good at the podcast game too.
During the last campaign, I spoke to him briefly. I forgot exactly what they said when they called. Oh gosh, I forgot. But I remember saying I wanted to ask him some questions, and he got on the phone. He was very easy to talk to, and polite and all of that. And I asked him a few questions because I said, with me, everything I do, I have to take an account for my fan base.
Yeah.
And
this is Nicki Minaj describing her conversation with President Trump. I guess the pregame before she really came out and got involved, are you sure you're really okay with me coming out there? That type of shit.
So I had recently been seeing a couple things circling online, and I just wanted to confirm with him directly. And I said, do you have a problem with the LGBT community? And I asked him if he had a problem with the Jewish community. And I asked him about women's rights. And he gave me wonderful answers to all of them, to where I knew that he respected me and he respected my fan base. And it was very, very thoughtful questions and just honest. And that's the thing with him. He just is an authentic human being. It didn't feel like he was making up an answer or trying to, make something that was going to sound good. It sounded like he really answered the question as if he and I were best friends, from 25 years ago, it made me feel comfortable. But at that time, I didn't come out and endorse him. I wish I did, though.
Is Trump having any kind of rapport at all with like high profile black celebrities? It kind of cuts right into the narrative of Trump being some type of racist and Trump having issues with black people or black women in particular. Like, does Nicki Minaj qualify as a quote unquote black woman? I don't even know how that game is played anymore. I'm just thinking, just throwing that out there. Symbolically, though, I think she does kind of fit the mold.
Some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I
mean, I do. I think it's an odd thing on the right wing, totally. Like, it makes perfect sense when you're a godless liberal left winger, but on the right wing, it's just not what we do here. You know what I mean?
biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, like, and most 99% of the parents would not.
Nikki has a 17-year-old daughter. You know, there's something I was thinking about recently too, and I think I made this point yesterday or the other day when I was talking about something totally different, but it did come up how a lot of these ideas that we talk about as men, like a lot of this red pill stuff, there is kind of an age framing around certain concepts or whatever, because the reality is, as you get older, you're expected to like maybe have different or better views about life and the way things really work. And like, once you get to the point in life of having a 17-year-old child, there are things that will have kind of molded opinions that you have along the way, just through the love of your child and wanting all the best things for her. And then every parent can relate to that fear of, as your child gets older, they come to a point where you have to effectively give them to the world. And then that makes you look at what the world is that you have to give this child to. And so now that you become to the point where your child is 17 years old and you're right on the cusp of giving your child to the world looks like a very terrible place for your child, right? This is a very common thing that parents kind of work through mentally. And I think this is a lot of what's fundamentally different about the left wing and the right wing, and especially women who are more right wing, conservative leaning. They almost all either have children or have some sort of internalized conceptualization of that role and what it means and how valuable it is and why it's kind of one of those sort of idealistic things. Like we were talking about the Madonna whore thing before, like they understand the value of that concept. Whereas I don't know that women on the left or people on the left even value it. This is why they believe in quote unquote women's reproductive rights and all that awful stuff.
Not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you want to let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery, because we all know the brain is not developed. And we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So I just wanted to make that clear, because, you know, of course, I don't judge, you know, adults with, you know, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, yes, Ms. Cantrell. Politically conservative women are better mothers. Let it be said, it is what it is. I don't care who's mad.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
This is about targeting women of color in the United States of America. Don't tell me, because I didn't get a single apology.
Time has expired.
My life was threatened. Thank you.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
With New Scum, it's the fact that with everything you said, but then having the audacity to be playing on Twitter, obsessed with Trump, trying to be Trump, trying to be funny when it's not, and then wanting to roll around in the mud with female rappers or whomever, and completely missing the plot. We would never want someone like that to be our president. Americans are so big on loyalty, and that just showed us all, you do not have a loyal bone in your body, and no one is going to vote for you.
You've been recently very vocal about politics and social issues. Was there a specific moment that flipped the switch for you? Was it Gavin Newsom? Was it Nigeria? What made you wake up, so to speak?
You know what, Katie? I think that people's steps are aligned. I used to always tell people this when I was growing up, but like I had this strong premonition my whole life that I had a second job to do. Like, and this was, by the way, this was before I even made it in rap. Something inside of me just told me I would have another thing to do. And so actually, the first time I said it out loud or texted it was during the last
You know what I just thought about too, just watching her speak, listening to her diction and everything. You know, I take note of all the little things. Remember how mush mouth and just poorly presenting NBA YoungBoy was? There's a very stark difference between the left and the right. I mean, there's, you know, probably some mushmouth, goosey right-wing rappers. You know, NBA YoungBoy is another one, right? He is literally talking about Trump. But I think a lot of times, like, just the culture of being on the right wing, it kind of encourages better of you.
Campaign. The presidential campaign, this last one, I saw something and I texted someone I knew right away. And I said, this is a mistake. And I also said, all of this is making me want to get into politics. So the last thing that really did it was me seeing certain things, the campaign, this recent campaign, presidential campaign, and knowing that I could help because the things that I was saying, it was happening. Like I was saying, oh, this is a bad idea, or this is a good idea, or just, and the things I was saying were coming to fruition. And so it made me think, oh, this is easy. I mean, if it's this easy, then maybe I should do it. And then there was something that happened a few months ago that if I wasn't going to do it before, something happened a couple months ago.
What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your next blessing, into your next life. And that's what happened with me.
Now we're all going to be wondering what the hell happened to make her come out so hard and make you go MAGA the way you did.
You've been recently very vocal about politics and social issues. Was there a specific moment that flipped the switch for you? Was it Gavin Newsom? Was it Nigeria? What made you wake up, so to speak? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it, but I'll say that sometimes people can push you so much that they push you all the way into your next calling, into your next blessing, into your next life. And that's what happened with me.
What app are you on the most on your phone during the day?
Twitter.
Why did you delete your Instagram?
I just wanted to.
Does it help filter out like a bunch of content on the internet for you?
No, I just wanted to. No, sometimes you just feel to do something and you just do it, you know. You never know. I'll probably be deleting more stuff soon.
You've said both your... What app are you on the most on your phone during the day? What issue specifically, like, drew you in the most? Is it immigration? Is it the economic policy? Is it religious freedoms? What specifically, answers that calling that you talk about?
Definitely, religious freedom is something that's very important to me. But if I'm being honest, President Trump. Yes, because when I saw how he was being treated over and over and over, I just couldn't handle it. Like, because I felt that same, a lot of that bullying and the smear campaigns and all of the lying, I felt that had been done to me for so many years. And I was watching it in real time happen to someone else. And I didn't think he deserved it. And it made me think, I can't do this anymore.
You and President Trump both like to give people nicknames.
Yeah.
President Trump refers to Gavin Newsom as Gavin Newscum. So do you.
Yeah.
Can you tell me, did you come up with it first? Did President Trump come up with it first?
Thank you for asking, because a lot of the Barbs thought that I made it up. So I have to make sure this is clear. Barbs, the president made that up. I stole that nickname from him because people, like my fans know I'm a nickname person. I give everyone a nickname, especially if I don't like them. But then no, actually, and the people I love a lot, I do give them nicknames too. But that's why Trump is so funny, because he reminds me a lot about a lot of myself in a lot of ways. So no, he called Gavin Newscum, and I thought it was hilarious. But it was a long time ago when he made that up. Mm-hmm. And he's, that's been his thing for a long time. And so when I was about to acknowledge him, recently, of course I was going to call him Newscum. It was already branded, in my opinion.
I saw a post from a creator on here, and he had a really, really good point. If you see the post, please let me know so I can give him credit. But he was talking about how Nicki Minaj came to the Black community first. She told the Black community that her house was being swatted, that people were calling the SWAT team to her house 3 separate times, that, she was being harassed, this, and that. And we laughed at her. And we called her a drug addict. And I don't even know where the drug addict angle came from. And I want y'all to know that that's always the trick and the tactic. How do y'all not see that? As soon as a celebrity steps out of line, it's, they're on drugs. All celebrities do drugs. But all of a sudden, when they step out of line, they're on drugs. So why are we mad now that she's with MAGA, she's with the president, she's with the people who are listening to her? She came to the Black community first. We called her names. We didn't listen. And so she's at the people who were listening. I like her. She's mother. Nikki's not getting canceled. We know that. We know that. She tried. I saw a post from a creator on here, and he had a really, really good point.
But like I was saying, the Nicki Minaj thing is kind of upsetting Hollywood right now. There was something else I wanted to pull up too. Like I said, Ho's mad is pretty much the general tone of it all right now. And we can't talk about Nicki Minaj making Ho's mad without going to Don Lemon, of course.
Let's put up this picture of Donald Trump and Nicki Minaj. Jason, what is going on here?
I mean, obviously, we know, Donald Trump's affection to immigrants are only when he dates them or when they stick up for his bullshit. I mean, Nicki Minaj, as we know, is an immigrant. She's not an American, and she's not facing deportation because her head is too.
The light-skinned gay hoes mad too.
Far up the president's ass. I mean, this is something that is typical of Nicki. It's sad, though, that she is just selling out the culture, selling out her fans, and selling out her brand for the price we don't know, but selling it out nonetheless for Donnie is just really embarrassing to watch.
Yeah, well, here she is. This is when Donald Trump brought her up on the stage. She's saying that she is Donald Trump's #1 fan. Here it is.
Hello. Well, I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan. and that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more. And it's going to motivate all of us to support him more. We're not going to let them get away with bullying him and, the smear campaigns. It's not going to work. Okay? He has a lot of force behind him, and God is protecting him. Amen.
Jason, could you hear and see that?
Yeah, I heard it. I mean, it's really sad when she's saying we're going to defend him or we're going to protect him. Who is the we're that she's talking about? I mean, just the fact that her wig had slipped and you can see her edges on this moment tells me that the gays have given up on her, because the gays are the people that get these girls together. And when I saw that wig slip, I said the gays have just stopped working with her altogether. I mean, look.
That's a funny thing. We're gonna probably wrap on this last point, but she is even causing a civil war in the gay community. Yeah, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Nicki Minaj has caused a queer civil war. The queers are confused, which is an irony too, I know. But yes, there is a queer civil war happening right now because of Nicki Minaj.
And well, guys, if I could still show you around, here is the biggest, gayest man in the world.
Wow. So gay. Okay, so this video is for the people that say that Nicki Minaj don't like LGBTQ people. Let me upload the receipt.
Legal immigration, the tax dollars being spent. What is some of the policies in California, given you've spent a lot of time there, that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom? Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal aid and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that, because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults.
Nigga, like, she loves me. Look at this nigga. He like, she loves me. She loves my long trans hair.
They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery, because we all know the brain is not developed. Exactly. And we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So I just wanted to make that clear, because, of course, I don't judge, adults with,
Should I put a parental advisory up before these type of images stay on the screen for too long? Warning. The following images may be shocking to the viewers. Please be advised.
They can do whatever they want. With Newsom, it's the fact that with everything you said.
See, and this is the reasons why y'all would never ever make me hate this woman right here, is because instead of all of y'all taking into context clues and actually critically thinking, y'all sat up there and took one word that she said, which was boys be boys, and y'all took it and y'all ran with a narrative that she doesn't like trans people, when in fact she does like trans people. She doesn't care what an adult does with their body. It's just the fact that whenever it comes to kids and their brain is not fully developed to actually know if this is something that they actually want to pursue, That's where the problem lies. So all of y'all owe Nicki Minaj an apology because y'all took something that was fed to y'all believed what social media, corporate giants and machines have put out this narrative, and now y'all switched up on her. But let the blind be the blind, and let the wise be the wise. But that's all I gotta say, and that's why I'm still a barb. Point blank in the period.
Nicki Minaj is turning the trans barbs Republican, y'all. I don't know what to do with that. I'm just throwing that out there. Nicki Minaj is turning the trans barbs Republican. Amazing things are happening in 2026, guys. Amazing things are happening. And I don't even claim to understand all of them. All right. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. I just know that 2026 is it's an interesting year. Things are going to get very, very spicy in 2026, guys. We're going to wrap this up in a second. I got a couple of more things I just want to show you real quick. So, like I said, Jay-Z has been put up on the Epstein list. He's been called out for his appearance on the Epstein list. And 50 Cent is the best troll in the history of hip hop, right? In all of hip hop, 50 Cent is the troll king. Like, there is no trolling like 50 Cent's trolling in hip hop. And now they're calling Jay-Z the predator.
Hope got a young girl, still not quite 21. So high strung, such a vibrant thing. I introduce myself, hi Miss Thing. You're 19, no, you're lightning in the bottle. I'll give you a ring tomorrow. The scene that follows, screams of horror, classic Stephen King novel. Mama don't think you should date someone.
Yeah, Hov, what was that about? Hold on, Hov, what was that about again? Nigga dropping serious predator bars right now. This is like early 90s, chasing Arnold Schwarzenegger through the jungle, having bang-outs with Danny Glover in the middle of Los Angeles. Crazy predator vibes right now.
Hope got a young girl, still not quite 21. So high strung, such a vibrant thing.
The nigga wrote this rap when he was 41 years old on a flight to Epstein Island. The nigga was in his 40s on a flight to Epstein Island, and all of a sudden, a moment of creativity hit him.
Hope got a young girl, still not quite 21. So high strung, such a vibrant thing. I introduce myself, hi Miss Thing.
These are the raps you write when you got friends like Jeffrey. Nigga jumped off the plane like, hey yo, Jeff, you gotta hear this shit I just wrote on the way over here. He's like, Jeff, you're not gonna believe this shit I just wrote. Hov got a young thing. Like, I was thinking about you when I wrote this, Jeff. Peep this. This bitch not even 21. Oh, man. The nigga got the crazy predator bars kicking this right now. Man.
Papa don't preach, hope don't fight. Hoping through it, I might mold your life. But I'ma show you right. Proper etiquette, how to hold your knife. Keep you competitive with Oprah's eyes. Speed like Genesis. Take control of your life.
The nigga, he want to be your daddy. Nigga trying to be father to a young girl who's barely legal. Nigga Hov really trying to, remember that shit where Hov was like 21 and older, that another nigga Mulder? Remember that shit? What happened to that, Hov? What happened to 21 and older, let another nigga Mulder? Now the nigga like, no, let me show you how to use a tampon. Let me buy you your first training bra. The nigga really on some other shit right now. I didn't realize it was like that until they started pointing out all the connections. But now when I think about it, now that I think about it, yeah, I know, look, 19 is too old for Epstein Island, but it's just young enough for rap. You can't really make a good rap song with a chick 18 or under. Everybody gonna look at you funny automatically. But when you say like she's barely 21, it's like you're being flirtatious and risky, you know? Then you find out she was really 19. It's like, hold up, nigga. You starting to get a little close to the predator bars. How old was you when you wrote this rap? Nikki. Nikki knew. Nikki just couldn't tell you because she was still rapping too. She was trying to get her money right. Nigga had a whole song where he just kept saying, young girl. Hey, young girl. Whoa, young girl. You niggas know what I'm talking about, right? Young girl. How many of you niggas know what I mean? Young girl. Which one of you niggas understand what I'm really trying to do here? Young girl. Which one of you niggas really know what I know what you know? Young girl. This nigga Hov is on some other shit. What are you even doing right now? What are we even doing right now? 50 Cent is an amazing guy. I'm telling you, ain't it beef? Ain't no troll like 50 Cent, y'all.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even the king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that?
50 Cent is he's the most amazing nigga in modern hip hop. I wasn't even the biggest 50 fan when he was rapping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 50 wasn't on that island. That's one of the next memes that's about to pop up. That's gonna be one of the next memes that hit rap culture. Guess who wasn't on that island? I'm already seeing it. Listen, I like 50 better as a hip-hop troll than I did as a rapper. Like, as a rapper, he was dope, don't get me wrong, but he just wasn't my favorite. And listen, I'm man enough to admit it. Jay-Z used to be my favorite rapper, you know, back when my morals was all fuzzy and shit. You know, I'm gonna be honest enough to admit that shit. You know what I mean? Jay-Z used to be my favorite rapper. So now, listening to all of this shit, and now I gotta let him have it just like anybody else. You know, it's a little bit bittersweet for me. It is, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta accept the fact that the niggas that you used to fuck with was really ain't shit people. It is what it is, you know. Maturing is realizing that some of your childhood idols were really fucked up, terrible people, all right? I'm not alone in this. Some of your favorite rock stars were shitty people too, all right? It is what it is. This is all a part of the maturing process. It's, you know, Hollywood tricked us all. You know, it's been a long time now, but I've come to the realization, I have accepted the bitter fact that most of my childhood was in fact fake and gay. Not one or the other, but both. And it is what it is. And so now that's why I said, you know what? I can like 50 better as a hip hop troll.
Delivering quality beef is more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing. And I'm always on time. Oh, it's Chuck Holmes. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this weekend, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac.
The nigga trolling and getting his money off. God damn it. 2026 is going to be a great year. 2026 is starting off really, really fire, y'all. Gotta love it, man. You really gotta love it. We're gonna wrap this thing up in a minute, but I just gotta share a couple of things with y'all, man. It's just gonna be a crazy year.
As I walk through the city overrun by the left, I take a look at Tim Walz and realize he's so inept, cause he's been scheming and frauding so long that even Melania thinks he's a big ding dong. But I never crossed a lab who didn't deserve it. Now you get called out by Trump, I hope that it's worth it. You got my ICE agent stressing with your protesting, so please follow orders or they'll be arrested. I hate to power trip, but I gotta though. Got no paper, send you back to the land below. Foo, you the type of bee to come and drive an SUV over the police out of spite, then you crash into street lights. Them standing most damn nights at a protest while they swear at ICE. Sometimes they pay a price at a protest while they swear at ICE. I must protect the nation and solve inflation. So I'm asking you to quit. Ain't got time for this shit. So we need to let eyes do their jobs now. Don't you have a CVS somewhere to rob now? Food.
All right. Listen. This is what we're gonna do. I've been thinking about doing a particular show, a particular theme. I got a lot of content, but I don't have a good place to fire this gun off. But you know me, I can't help but to fly close to the sun because I like the heat. It's warm up there. You guys want to do a show? You guys would you like to watch a show with all the crazy Epstein AI edits that I've been collecting over the last 2 weeks now? Would you guys like to watch Epstein edits? Because I don't really have a lot of political commentary about the whole Epstein situation that I care to do live. But I think the Epstein edits are crazy fascinating. You guys want to watch some Epstein edits? Let me give you a taste. Let me give you a taste of what the magic looks like, because I don't know what's up with these niggas, man. I don't really know what these niggas is hitting for, but I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy, crazy work out there.
I'm Epstein. Diddy jockey.
Wait, who are you again? The name is Charlie Kirk, master debater, 1967. Whatever. I barely think about it.
Riggards. I'm Epstein. Diddy jockey.
Wait, who are you again? The name is Charlie Kirk, master debater, 1967. Whatever. I barely think about it.
Riggards. I'm Epstein.
Like I said, I don't even know. I can't even begin to put it all together. All I can tell you is that between Epstein, Charlie Kirk, and Diddy, there's this strange internet content relationship happening that I just don't even know how to begin to explain to anybody. So I don't know if I should explain it. I'm just going to let you witness it in all of its retarded glory. And I guess we're going to have to come back for that. I'm going to make a whole other show out of that, and then I'm probably going to delete it. Only on Rumble. I'm going to keep it up on Rumble, but it's too crazy. It's just too crazy. So, and thank you, Miss Cantrell. We got your vote. We got your vote.
Give me the money. Give me the money, but I was cute. Give me the money.
But yeah, I'm gonna queue up some of these videos, and I will get right back to you guys. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna go live again in probably another 20-30 minutes. Just give me some time to queue this up, and I will be right back. But I appreciate you guys for coming out. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, guys, and we are done.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't gonna help anybody. It's certainly not going to help Black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.